Hello, yeah. Decided to post this to YouTube. I've gotten a little bit into chess. I'm decent at chess. My rapid rating is 1100, and I've been playing Bullet for a little bit. And what I didn't know is something horrible is going on the lower levels. And there are certain players, I call them troll players. They intentionally have a low rating. And their whole purpose, in my opinion, is just to beat up on beginners, because I guess that's what they find as a productive means to their lives. And I'm like, this guy is 452. This is a beginner. It's one thing to have a cheap trick opening at that level. But this goes way, way, way beyond a cheap trick level. So this guy's sub DeVille or whatever, and his rating's 452. Mine is 431, because once you get below 700, that's when the trolls appear. And I did have a rating that was over 700, but this guy is an example of the trolls. He doesn't make many mistakes. I made 3 mistakes, 1 blunder, yes. But for a 450, you should have 8 mistakes, 1 blunder, considering how long this game lasted. So let's go. And this is it. I go there to protect the checkmate, because that's a common thing. And as another way to protect the checkmate. And so he does that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that to super protect the, everything. So just look at it. Does he make an error ever? Alright, so he's trying to get that checkmate and he uses the pawn. Okay, that's one thing. Now I got that. Is everything's protected. Everything is perfectly aligned. And he's 452. Look at that. Look. He knew I was going to go there to maybe pin the horse to his queen. He knew this at 452. He knew this at 452. Okay, I do a castle. He's able to castle before me, though. I'm not saying I'm a great player. I'm just saying I'm better than a 431, and this guy is way, I just got beaten up by him. This is what I get. And so I start protecting very well the king. I do that because I know that freaking space there. It's going to matter. Okay, and he does that, and I do that. He of course knows, hey, trade off a freaking bishop for a knight, because bishops, this is definitely a little bit better, so he does make one mistake. He could have gone right here with the bishop, and that would have been a better move, I think. But he doesn't. But again, we're talking more 1,000 level player than a freaking 452 player. So he does that, and I go, boom, block you. And now I'm back to having a solid space, because it's defended by the pawn, the queen, and the horse. 3 things are defending it. Doesn't matter. So I then decide, okay, go, take it. Take it. Then I can at least defend it with the knight. No, he doesn't want to do that. So I do that, and then he does that, and then I back it up with the pawn, which will be backed up by the queen, but he still is able to get around it. And like I'm saying, this is freaking 452. This is 452 level. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I protect the knight, because I'm like, it doesn't matter. Now he is this freaking king. He's like, yeah, I'm bringing it out. I mean, that's really higher level stuff when you do this. I mean, this is... And then I do this. At least I got your king in check because you did that, but it doesn't matter. He's not perfect, but this is not 452. This is not 452. He's been playing just spotless. I cannot beat him. And I'm like, okay, doesn't matter. Even his endgame is pretty solid. Even his freaking endgame is solid. I'm like, what the freak, man? This is a 452 player. And then I gave up, because I'm like, look, he's got a pawn right here, queen. I can get one of them, but I can't get both of them. And so he's going to checkmate me. So that was it. That was the 452 player. And I'm not saying that this was a grandmaster level game, but I'm telling you, this guy's playing like a 1200 player, maybe 1100. You know, I've played people in rapid that do not. I'm saying this is, remember, this is a bullet game. This is a freaking bullet game. 2 minutes plus 1 second. I play people in rapid 15 minutes plus 10 seconds that do not play this solidly, that are in the thousands and 1100s. And I'm telling you, I don't get it. They do not play this solid. And I mean, could I have made a few better? Yeah, but I only had 2 minutes on the clock, and I was pretty, but it doesn't matter. He was more solid. And so what I'm trying to say is, the lower levels are made of trolls. And the problem is this, and the reason why, and some of them are cheaters, and why do they do that? Because on the lower level, they presume that you're just beginning. And so they're not someone that's beginning isn't going to realize that, hey, you're a lot better, you're playing a lot better than your rating. They're not going to realize that. And so what happens, and this is the tragic downfall, is someone who's just a beginner, someone who's new, will start playing, will have a level like this. And he's going to get trashed on and beat up by people who are trolls. And what's going to happen to that beginner? Do you think he's going to stick with it? No, he's going to think, I suck at chess, and I put a ton of time in, and I can't get anywhere. I can't get anywhere. And so what you are going to have with this type of thing going on is you're going to have people who are basically going to just straight up say, give up on chess. And you're going to have some really, really good players with really great potential give up on chess. Why? Because they believe they can't compete. That they're naturally bad at chess. No, you're not naturally bad at chess. You're just playing with a whole bunch of trolls. And so this is really disgusting because it's, picking on the lowest of the low in chess ability, and it's really making people fall away from the game of chess, this type of thing. And this is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting that this is going on. And I fell down the drain, and I'm now 431, and I play a solid game like this. And I can't beat a 452. The game is solid. I don't make many mistakes. I do make like that. There are 3 mistakes. But how long was this game? It had 43 moves. All right, so I make 1 blunder in 43 moves, 3 mistakes in 43 moves. All right, how do you compete with that? That's what I'm trying to say. There is something horrible going on the lower levels, and people on the higher levels just don't see it, and they don't understand exactly just how bad it is, and this is what I'm dealing with on a regular basis. All right. I just wanted to give you that just to show you that there's something horrible going on when it comes to the very, very low. There's trolls beating up on beginners. That's the only way I can say it. Whether they be cheating or whether they be 1,200 players who are intentionally saying they're beginners or whatever, so they can have a good time, just beating up on players. I don't know. But that's what's happening. All right. That's it for now. All right. Bye.